All right, up next we're going to deal with audio effects. Now, we have a big old list here. So let's think of a way to divvy these up into categories. Now, in Live 11, they put all of these in categories. So if you're looking at Live 11 or you're familiar with Live 11, you'll see that I think there was 5 or 6 different folders where all of these effects were categorized into. Those folders were a bit controversial because people argued about what goes in what folder and what type of thing is what. I don't want to have anything to do with it. But now those folders are gone. There may be a way to put things back into folders by the time the full version is released, because getting rid of the folders also controversial. So I am going to divide them up into 3 categories that I like to think about. So we think about audio effects in terms of dynamic effects, time effects, and frequency effects. Okay, so dynamic effects are effects that deal with volume in some way. Time effects are things that deal with time in some way, like delays and things like that. And frequency effects are effects that deal with adding or removing frequencies, some kind of pitch type material. Now, there's a lot of effects that fit into more than one of these categories, so don't take them too literally. I'm going to work through all of these effects based on those categories and then some kind of subcategories. So we're going to start on frequency effects and move on from there. Now, I think what I want to do here is something different than what we did with MIDI effects. I think because we really want to understand what the effect is doing, I really want to take one audio clip and put all of these effects on the one single clip so that we can really hear how it changes for each effect. Okay, so I generally don't like doing that kind of a thing because it can get boring listening to the same clip over and over and over and over. But I think in this case, it's the best way to really hear what the effect is doing, which is the most important part. So that's how we'll explore these effects. Last thing I'll say on this topic is that just like the modulators section, we had some modulator effects that were listed in the modulator category and also in MIDI effects. We have the same thing in audio effects, where there are a few effects that are listed in modulators and audio effects. In particular, envelope follower, LFO, and the shaper. So I'm not going to go over those again in the audio effects section here because we just have too many to go through. But we are going to go through every single one of them other than those 3 because we've already gone through those. Cool? All right. Let's dive in with some frequency-based effects.